Hey, welcome back to another episode of Cooking Under Quarantine. Today we'll be making teriyaki shish kebabs with white rice. So what we're going to need for this one, obviously we're going to be doing this on the grill outside, so you will need a grill. You can do them in the broiler, but they do not come out anywhere near they would come out as good as if you did them out on the grill outside. So we're going to use my outdoor grill. We're going to take a field trip outside today from this kitchen to the grill. Some of the stuff you're going to need to make them is, I always buy these when they go on sale, the sirloin steak tips. This is a pack of 4 pounds and I paid 22 bucks for it. So whatever that number is, $5 a pound, something like that. So I grabbed 2 of these just because I like it so much and I'm gonna do another one. So we're gonna do teriyaki steak tips. So the first part of this is a couple things we're gonna need. Gonna need these steak tips to get started. This is gonna be the marinade. So you guys have seen some of the teriyaki stuff I made before. We're gonna need teriyaki sauce, ginger, brown sugar, and wine. We're gonna need steak, shish kebab sticks. You can buy these at Market Basket or Shaw's, anywhere. They give you a full bag of like 50 for, I paid $2.99 for them. And, you know, obviously they're normal shish kebab. Now, the trick to these, and I learned this, you know, doing this for so many years, is we have to soak these. While this meat is marinated in the fridge, this has to marinate in some kind of a long pan that you may have that they can soak in. So I'll use something like, let's see what I got. This little baking pan. I'll fill it with water. I'm not gonna use this one, it doesn't fit. I'll fill it with water, at least at the bottom well a little bit, and then I'll let them sit in there soaking. And the reason you soak these for a few hours is you want the water to get in there, because if you don't, they will actually burn on the grill. So you want to make sure that you soak them for a couple hours. You try to use hot water. It tends to get in there better, and just let them absorb that water. So when they cook on the grill, they don't burn, because it is wood. Some of the stuff we're going to need with this are going to be a couple different things. I don't know if we're going to use all this today. We're going to try purple onion. You can use a red pepper as well, or a green pepper. Cherries. Pineapples, you want to get the chunks, big pieces, and the only other option there is to get an actual pineapple, cut it up into big chunks. And water chestnuts. We may or may not use these. You can also use things like mushrooms, pieces of apple. You can use different things. It's really what you want to put on the shish kebab with the meat. So for us, we're going to try doing pineapple, cherry, purple onion, water chestnut if possible, meat, and then, you know, restack. So we're trying to get, you know, each shish kebab to have 3 or 4 pieces of meat and 3 or 4 pieces of each one of these condiments on there. We're going to grill them on the grill and then lay them on a bed of rice, and it's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. Your kids are going to love it. So the first step for us today is to get these sticks soaking and cut this meat up and get it into a gallon-sized bag so it can sit in the fridge. We need at least 3 to 4 hours for this to soak in the teriyaki sauce, and I'm going to show you how I make that right now, and I'll show you the chunks that we're going to cut it up in too. So actually, I'll do that now while I have you on, while I have you here. So when we cut up chunks, I want you guys to see the size of the chunks that we actually cut up. So think of it's going to be it's going to go on a shish kebab. So like big squares. See that thing? It's just like a perfect square. And again, this isn't an exact science. We just want to get them on there. And you want to have a big enough piece of meat that and then you got to make a decision. Like, look at this one. You got to make a decision. Is that going to be 2 or 1? I'm going to try to go for 2. So I'm just going to cut it right down the middle. But sometimes when you get these, like this one, that's 1. So you can't really do anything with that one. And you just got to look at them and determine how many you think you can get out of this. I should have done 3 of that one. There we go. These are good sized chunks. And this meal will probably cost you, if you get them on sale, 30 bucks. But you'll end up making 8 to 10 shish kebab sticks. So if you only fed everybody 1, you could feed 8 to 10 people. Most people want 2. So it probably would feed, you know, a family of 6, considering you probably have 2 little ones who are only going to want 1. And then maybe, you know, 2 older ones who are going to want 2. Again, I'm just trying to go for the right sizes here, based on what I think. My Polish intuition. It's telling me how many I can get out of this. And we're gonna do. And don't worry about how much, you know, am I gonna have enough sticks, all that stuff. At the end of the day, we're gonna make everything fit. So those are the chunks I'm gonna put it in. I might as well do the teriyaki sauce while I got it here too. Keep this all on one unedited, nice clip. So we grab a measuring cup. Doesn't have to be a measuring cup because we kind of do this by eye, but you could also use a bowl, just something you use to stir everything up. And use just about a half cup of teriyaki. See where we're in with this. Free pour it. I can't read anything on this thing. There we go. Believe it or not, that's right at a half cup, but I still feel like we need more, so I'm gonna go a little bit more with that. 3/4 of a cup for this batch. No, that's not 3/4 of a cup yet. All right. Then we're gonna do some wine. This is just a white wine. This thing is not getting me anywhere. There we go. It's a Woodbridge Chardonnay, vintage 2019. Probably put another 3/4 cup into this. So that should come to a cup and a half with 2 3/4 cups. Sounds about right. Don't worry about being generous with the wine. The wine is good. Wine is good for the marinade. This one we're going to want, this is almost gone, so it's going to dump the whole thing in. But that was probably a third way full of minced ginger. And ginger really is what gives it that, I mean the teriyaki sauce gives it that flavor too, but that ginger really gives it that authentic teriyaki taste. And the last part of this is the brown sugar. And you can do a 1/4 cup. I'm going to free pour it, but I would guess you put a 1/4 cup in there. If you put a half cup, you're not going to get in trouble. It's still going to work good. Just sweet, which is what the kids like in this. That was probably a little more than a 1/4, probably a third of a cup on that one, just based on what I saw. And we're just going to give this a good stir. See what that tastes like. That's good stuff. All right, so we're going to put this right in.
The adjective right is usually defined as in accordance with what is good, proper, or just.
Thank you, Alexa.
The adjective right is usually defined as very, extreme. The noun right is usually defined as a just claim or title, whether legal.
Alexa,
or
stop. So, this is going to sit here now in the fridge. We're going to let this soak for 3 to 4 hours. We really want to get this, and you can put it in a bowl. I put it in a bag because it's just easier, less cleanup. And it's, every so often you want to just move everything around in there. Every like hour or two, just go by and mush it around. Try to get the sauce to get in everything. Because at the end of the day, we want that to be nice. And I want to see if I have something else that may not have said I was going to use, but I would like to use it if I have it. And if I have it, I'm going to show you now. Oh, I do. There it is. Okay. So this is the other piece of the pie when we're doing teriyaki. So my other teriyaki secret for grilling is going to be this. And again, teriyaki, Kiko Man sells the soy sauce. They have a whole section of the teriyaki sauce. They have this thing, which is called, let you guys see a close look at it. It's called teriyaki basting glaze. So this is what a lot of restaurants use for their actual teriyaki wings. They sell it, also sell it like Costco's Restaurant Depot, but this is a small bottle. But after that marinates and we put this on the grill, we will baste this with everything with it, not just the meat, but also the pineapple, everything. This gives it that nice sticky, you know, bone-sucking, finger-licking sauce that you want on there. So we'll put this on there. So that's going to go in the fridge now, And when you guys see me next, we in about 4 hours putting these together, they're going right to the grill. Okay, we're back. It's 4 hours later, and the meat has fully matured. It is absorbed a lot of the juices. We don't need any of the juices. We're going to discard all of them. It's not like when we made chicken teriyaki where we were able to take the juices and use it as a base. We don't need that. So the skewers are soaked. They've actually gotten a little bit bigger. I had hopes to put in water chestnuts. The problem with water chestnuts is they're a pain in the ass, to be honest with you, to put them on here. You put them on and they break and they crack and they just fall off. And even if you get it on when it cooks, they fall off. But it presents very well if you can get them on. I don't know if there's a way you can get like a Dremel or some kind of little thing to pre-drill holes so then they can just slide on. It's a lot easier. Maybe get bigger ones. I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out. But for now, we're going to use the pineapple, the cherry, and the onion as the garnish with the meat. So we're going to keep it pretty simple. Shish kebabs, pretty simple. That reminds me, what do you call a shish kebab at a fancy restaurant? A Robert. Yeah, but we're layman. We're gonna call them shish kebabs. All right, so here we go. We're starting with the skewer. We're gonna put a piece of meat through, piece of purple onion, cherry, pineapple. And we're gonna repeat. That is a big piece there. That is big. The other ones, woof, that's a monster. I think they just swelled up a little bit in the sauce. I gotta cut these ones in half. All right. So it looks like I'm only gonna get 3 on each one, which is okay. I'm just gonna keep doing that till we get all 3 pieces of meat on there and go to the next one. And the only thing after that, all we do with this is, before we put them on the grill, we're just going to spray them, with a little bit of salt and pepper. Or sprinkle them, I should say, sprinkle them with a little salt and pepper. And these are going to present really well once they're cooked on a plate of rice. And that's what we got here. That's the first one. Take a good look at that one. And we're going to reuse that as a dish to haul them out to the grill. So I'm going to plate up the rest of these, and then I will see you outside of the grill. Okay, before we go outside, one more quick step. We're going to put the rice on. So I feel sometimes I don't have to tell you guys to do stuff. Just like make white rice. You know, if you're going to use your Instapot or your rice maker, just make it how many cups you need. But sometimes I watch YouTube videos, I'm trying to learn how something, to do something, like say fix a car or a pot, and they're like, yeah, grab your Johnson valve and get a 3/4 torque wrench and twist it. And like you're supposed to know what the hell that means. So I want to make this quick little side note of how to make white rice in your Instapot so you'll know. So basically the Instapot has pre-settings on it. I got 3 cups of white rice. All I've done to this rice is I've rinsed it. I've got the starch out of it. The Instapot recipe says 1 cup of rice with 1 cup of water. That doesn't work. You're going to do a cup and a quarter. So for 3 cups of rice, we do 3 cups and 3/4 cups. I rounded up to 4 cups of water and 3 cups of rice. So I'm going to go ahead and just pour this in. You don't need salt or oil or anything with this. This is just, it makes it perfect the way it is. All we're going to do, make sure we move that around a little bit now so it's not all humped in one area. Everything's wet, and all we're going to do now is just put the Instapot on. Put it on venting. There's already a rice function, so I just hit rice. It's going to go 12 minutes, but I've already used it before, so I know I needed to go a little bit more than that. So I'm going to go, can't let that pressure cook. I'm going to do 20. So that, because that's a bigger batch than, maybe making 2 cups. I'm going to take a little bit longer. You could probably go 17 if you wanted. It is pressure cooking it. And I leave that alone. That's locking. I don't have to worry about that. When that's done, it's gonna self let the steam out. And so I can let it sit there for 20 minutes. Even after it's done, and it'll still be piping hot, so I don't have to worry about making sure it's perfectly hot and ready when I come back with the shish kebabs off the grill. One of the key tips you need to do if you are going to grill before you turn the grill on, number one, make sure it's clean. Always clean your grill after you use it right away. It's easiest to clean it when it's hot. But number two, before you warm it up, spray some cooking oil on it. That way nothing sticks. And we're going to put the shish kebabs on. They came out nice. You guys take a quick look. Oh, that came out beautiful, right? Looks like we're in Hawaii. Looks like we're in Hawaii right now. All we're going to do is, once I get them on the grill, put some salt and pepper on all of them. And then after we turn it for the first time, I will then start basting it with the glaze, and you'll see perfection. Okay, see you soon. Okay, so we are outside getting ready to put this on my Weber Genesis 2. I love these grills. If you guys can get a grill, try to get a Weber if you can. I mean, this is one of their nicer ones. There's obviously a hell of a lot nicer ones you can get. You know, $3,000. This one's about $1,500, but it's a real nice grill. It's lasted me a while. This is my second Weber I've had, and this is the 4-burner one, which is nice for me. I don't need to go crazy. So I'm just gonna put these bad boys on. Like I said, these bad Larrys. Oh man, I'm telling you, these things look nice. I'm trying to figure out the best cleanup pack. If I can get 3 across and go 3 deep, that's probably, Jesus Christ, these are hot. Oh, already, fuck. We'll edit that out afterwards. I think I'm going to be supposed to be going, let's see. Oh. Ooh, Jesus. I should have counted these, so I already know exactly what I need to do with them. Alright. This is going to be the best method. Oh, this one didn't turn on. Damn it. I hate when I forget to do something. No, this one says one. Alright. That one will heat up. Alright. So as I said, this is just sea salt. Wow, that piece got me. That's why I shouldn't let a Pollock around the grill, especially when he's filming. I'm covering this up. You guys can't see what I'm doing because I'm getting fogged up on this grill. I'll tell you that. It is not nice. What's happening to me out here? Okay, that's on. That's all the salt and pepper we need to do. That's just to get them started. Now, there is a little sauce left in here, so sometimes what I will do, and I guess I'm going to do it this time, is I'll take this sauce, just to make it easier. I'll add it to this sauce. And then I'll take my Mr. Brush, and I'm going to use and just mix it up. Now ideally, if you guys watch my chicken episode, the teriyaki chicken, if I could take each kebab out of here one at a time, just roll it in this, that would be ideal. I doubt that's going to happen. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to brush every single one of them, which is okay. I have enough sauce. I'm going to use that whole entire bottle for this, but that's going to make a huge difference. So, it looks like I didn't put 2 of them on. Now, I know when I came out and warmed this up, I put them all on, so I don't know why. So, obviously, I'm going to have to rotate these 2 sets to this side halfway when I go to make the turn, because these aren't getting cooking as much because I didn't turn them. Polish, what are you going to do, you know? Alright, so these are going to cook right now. These 2 that are already on, I'm going to cut that down to halfway and go probably medium heat with them. These 2 have to warm up to get to that level. It's only at 300 degrees right now. It'll probably get closer to 4 with the lid down for the next 5-10 minutes. But these will cook pretty quickly. This isn't going to take long to cook at all. So I'm going to sit down, have one of my drinks, take a look at what I have going on out here, and give you guys a little tour of. Let's see if I can turn this. That's my little favorite drink. My patio's not clean yet. This is just spring. But that's my strawberry basil drink that you guys know I make. You've probably seen the video. And I was going to show you guys my garden, but I prepped it. I was going to show you the prep for it.
I took this thing apart this year and already turned the soil once, but I still got to put down some what they call rock dust azomite and a little bit of worm castings, maybe a bag, mix in a bag of Miracle Grow, and just turn that one more time with that before I put the actual plants in there. But that's what we're going to do. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to sit down and have this beautiful drink. All right, we're at the point where we're starting the first baste. So really what you guys see, I am just basting everything. Nothing is not getting nicely. Onion, cherries, everything and anything that's on the stick itself, I'm getting everything on there. Just really be generous with this stuff. Really give it some love, you know. You're gonna appreciate this when it's cooked on. It just makes that sticky sort of, and it adds that teriyaki taste too. It has like a lot of teriyaki flavor. So I'm really just being, as you can see, I'm really just being sloppy with it. You wouldn't hire me as a painter for sure to get you to slop it on at this point, but I'm really just kind of having fun with this and blasting it on here. And that's all we're going to do. If I have enough to do 3, I'm a happy man. But I think I'm only going to have enough to do, this is the first time, I'll do 1 more based on what I see here. And I think I'll have enough to flip it one more time and do it again. And I'll be out of glaze by that point. But that's okay, because even just 1 coat on both sides is perfect. Because remember, this steak tip has been absorbing that teriyaki ginger wine marinade the whole time it's been in the refrigerator, you know. And you're gonna see, look at that. Like, I'm not trying to, I used half of that already, look at that. That is, once we flip those over, forget about it.
Hey, we're back. We finally made it. We cooked everything. We're ready to do our plating ceremony and get this bad Larry done. So, this is the stuff off the grill. We got the white rice. I got a bag of vegetable spring rolls that I cooked up, so to give it a little Asian persuasion. Gonna take a scoop of this sticky white rice, and it is sticky. All right. I had some leftover pineapple. Certainly I could garnish that there if I wanted to make a garnish for that, but I'm just gonna take 2 of these bad boys. Lay it down right on top of that. And again, I can take these off if your kid doesn't want to eat off a stick, and just put it on top of white rice. It looks maybe similar to stir fry, but that's our teriyaki shish kebabs with egg rolls and sticky white rice. Hey, I'll tell you what, this is one of those meals that you make, and sometimes you can involve the family helping you put it together. They like to see it cook, and it's kind of fun for everybody. So it's a great meal. This is going to taste fantastic when you guys have it. The sirloin really sucks in that teriyaki sauce, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Anyways, for my family and yours, I hope you guys enjoy it. Stay safe in this COVID-19 craziness, and I'll see you guys next time with another great recipe from my family to yours.